So obviously, as you know, we've had over the years that we've been here at the radio station, 25 years plus now, we've had various different sort of stories of people feeling that this place may be haunted. It's an old school. And we were chatting yesterday, and you spent a bit of time in the offices on your own, and you've witnessed certain things. Could you talk us through what you saw?
So most Friday mornings I'm here on my own, the first one in, and I was sat at my desk, which is across from the kitchen, and there's sort of a window between the kitchen and my desk. And out the corner of my eye, sort of as clear as day, I saw an old gentleman walk by the window with really strikingly white grey hair. I can't remember now what he was wearing. I think it was some sort of jumper. But he just passed by the window and took me by surprise because there was nobody else in the building with me, in the office with me. So yeah, he just floated by the window, and I didn't feel scared. He felt, he didn't feel scary, but it was quite a shock.
Over the years, obviously, we've heard all kinds of different stories, including the manifestation of a voice on the radio when we were doing a news bulletin and somebody went time over the news bulletin before it started, which you'll read in this Mansfield Haunted book, which was put together by Ian Morgan. But I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that they'd seen anything physically. They've heard things, they've felt things, they've seen doors open and close, but they've never actually seen, I guess, some kind of ghost. So this is a first. I know that you have experience, and you've experienced ghosts in your life before, haven't you? So they sort of say some people are more in tune than others.
Yeah, definitely. I think if the more you're sort of open to the idea of it, the more you see. So if you don't really believe, it's likely that you won't really ever see anything because you're not open to it. But sorry, just looking at that screen now, it's flashing, it's going mad. The door screen. Which I've never seen it do before, which is really strange.
That is flashing. That is very strange, isn't it?
Yeah, I've never seen that do that before, and it's flashing away.
So this is the screen that we have in Mansfield 103.2's offices that shows you outside, and there's some workmen working outside. So basically it's like a CCTV camera, and it's a black and white screen, and we're having this conversation, and it's kind of flickering, yes, like going to white, which is strange. Yeah. Do you think that's because what they realise, or whoever it may be, may realise that we can hear us talking about them?
Maybe so, yeah. I mean, from my sort of learnings about ghosts and things like that and the paranormal, is that they are able to manipulate electrical items and radio waves, frequencies, things like that, to be able to communicate with us. So to me, that's... yeah, a little bit of a sign that maybe they are listening to us.
Where do you sort of sit on the idea of, obviously, when you see something, a lot of people say that they see the same sorts of things when, like, for example, at Newstead Abbey, sort of a ghost appears at the same place and is dressed in a certain way. Do you see that as a ghost that is here now and wandering around the building, or do you see it as like almost like the recording of a soul in a sense of like this person's presence being there and just, being sort of almost played and played again like it's been taped?
Yeah, I suppose with each different experience it really would depend. So I think if they're trying to interact with you, then I think maybe they're still here because they are trying to interact. But if it's the same thing over and over and people are experiencing the same things, it could just be residual energy from, like you say, on a loop, kind of the same from what happened in the past to them. The
screen, by the way, is still flashing.
It is.
Obviously, this building has been here for a long time, since the 1800s, and used to be a school, used to be Brunt School. So a lot of people will have come through this building in some way, shape or form. And in the past, we've had conversations with people like Richard Felix. I don't know whether you remember him. He used to be on this TV programme called Most Haunted. And he said it could be somebody that used to work here, somebody associated with the building that may still be a spirit, attached to it.
Yeah, I think that could be it could be so with all experiences. I also believe that people can have attachments as well. So, but I haven't bought this one with me. This one's new.